Hey folks, Poverty Point Customs here. What we're going to do today is take apart and winterize my saluspa Palm Springs. And the reason we're doing that is up here in the north it gets below -30, so these things certainly aren't made for that temperature. So we have it all unplugged, and let's get the cover off. So the cover's all off. What you're going to do next is drain the hot tub. You're going to have the drain at the bottom there, and again one inside the hot tub. So I've screwed the garden hose on the end of the outlet here. That way the water's not going towards the house. And then you're going to pull that plug and it will start draining through the garden hose. So with that open, with the suction it's going to want to close, so just wedge something in between it. That way the water's still able to flow and it won't close on you. While the hot tub is draining, it's a good time to take the air out of your bladder. This goes underneath the cover. And you can clean this too if it's dirty. Again, you can see there's a little brown here, so we're going to put this in the sink, clean this with dish soap, as well as your filter area. It's not too bad though. And the filter, this is the original one. We're going to toss this out and put a new one on in the springtime. So this is still draining. It takes roughly an hour or so, and it's draining through gravity. And we have the cover and the bladder drying nicely as well. These are all nice and cleaned out. So while the hot tub's still draining, it still has a couple inches in it. We're actually going to disconnect the pump because it's actually below the pump locations, the inlet and outlet on the pump. So what you're going to do is unscrew these. So on your pump, what you can actually do is put a little bit of fresh water through your inlet coming out your outlet. If not, what you can do is actually tip it over. You want to get all the water out of your pump. You don't want any standing water in it over the winter time. And then you can wipe down your pump. Make sure it's nice and dry before you put it back in the box though, and coil up your power cord. So once the water's out, if you notice that it's a little dirty on the inside, you can take some mild soap detergent and give it a quick wipe and a good rinsing. What I'll also do is take the shop vac, and I'll shop vac and suck around the edges. A lot of times if you're getting dirt, it's trapped underneath this little flap here where your bubbles are. So you want to go through and make sure it's nice and clean under there, and we don't want to start deflating this till it's dry. While you're waiting for that to dry, let's fold the bladder and the cover. So once it's all nice and dry, you're going to remove your valve where you put in your air. To speed the process up, if you push down on the sides, it will force the air out quicker. Little tip you can do to get it out a little quicker. Now it's time to fold it. Now I will say, no matter how good you are, you'll probably never get it in the same box it came out of. And there we go, it's all put away. Again, make sure everything's nice and dry Again, no matter how good you are at folding, you're never going to get your pump and your actual hot tub liner in the same box. Remember, that's folded by mechanical means. So the next step is you want to store this in a nice dry area. Again, it's all ready for the winter to sit in my garage that's not heated. That's the reason why I drained all the water out, because it's going to freeze in there. Again, I hope you find this video helpful. Again, this is something that probably takes about a half hour to 45 minutes to actually do. The longest part is just draining your water. And if you have any questions, comments, tips, or whatnot, make sure you post them below, and I can't wait to get this thing out again next year. Probably have it set up the end of April. Thanks for watching. Take care.